Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead in 2020 because this is a video I've been wanting to make for a while now. This is going to be like a rundown of everything we're going to get in the Walking Dead universe in 2020 because it is going to be the 10-year anniversary of when The Walking Dead aired on AMC, so it makes sense why they wanted this to be a big year. And by the looks of it, it looks like it is going to be a big year. And we're going to talk about everything that we're going to get in 2020 in this video today. So with that being said, let's get started. Alright, so like I said, The Walking Dead is going to be turning, or AMC's The Walking Dead will be turning 10 years old in 2020. So it makes sense why they want to go all out in 2020 by all this new stuff that we're going to be getting. So by the looks of it, this is what's going to happen in 2020. We got The Walking Dead Season 10B. That's going to be 8 episodes right there. The second half of Season 10, because obviously the first half will be this year later on. And then we got 8 more episodes of The Walking Dead Season 11A. Assuming The Walking Dead gets renewed for Season 11, there is no reason why it wouldn't, so we're going to go ahead and say it will get renewed. That's 16 episodes right there. And then Fear the Walking Dead most likely will be getting renewed for Season 6. We'll see how it plays out, Season 5, if they are going to merge the shows completely or what's going to go on. I have a feeling it's going to get renewed for Season 6. I mean, Fear, their ratings are still low, but it's still higher than all the other shows on AMC, besides the main show, obviously. So I do believe Fear will get renewed for Season 6. That's going to be 16 episodes then. And then we have 10 episodes of this new series that they just announced a couple of weeks ago, where we're going to have 2 female-led characters, which is going to be a different corner of the universe. That's going to be 10 episodes there. And then also in 2020 will be the Rick Grimes movie, number 1, which will be premiering. So assuming that all this stuff, all this Walking Dead related stuff is going to be airing on Sundays, which is kind of designated for The Walking Dead, I did the math, and it's 43 Sundays that The Walking Dead will occupy next year, which is crazy because there's about 53 Sundays in a year. So that's like over 80% of the year next year will be Walking Dead related. There's only going to be like maybe 10 Sundays without The Walking Dead. So that's crazy right there. Also, just to be clear, none of this is like 100% confirmed except Season 10B, because Season 10 is obviously renewed. And then also that 10 episode miniseries that's going to be happening next year, because that also got confirmed a couple weeks ago. But with that being said, there's no reason why The Walking Dead will get canceled. So obviously Season 11 is going to happen. And there really is no reason for anything to get canceled. That's why I kind of don't think Fear will be getting canceled, at least now. I think Season 6 will happen, but who knows? And the reason now, Fear is the only one that I'm a little bit skeptical on, just because of all the merge talk and how The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead is going to merge. I mean, that would be a big thing also for its 10th year, so that could happen, but I just don't know if it's going to happen at the end of Season 5 or the end of Season 6. We'll see. But the Fear the Walking Dead, although like I said the ratings are dropping, is still a pretty strong show, so I wouldn't be surprised if it does get a Season 6. So with that being said, that those stuff most likely will be happening. And then also all the reports, everything seems to be pointing that the Rick Grimes movie will be airing in 2020. And we can also talk about, when all this is going to happen. Because obviously Season 10B will be happening first, because that's how The Walking Dead rolls. Season 10A will be at the end of this year. And then February will be Season 10B. And then they said that this new series, this new 10 episode series will be next year. So Fear the Walking Dead is going to be during this summer as always. So since this series is only 10 episodes, I think it's going to be 10 weeks in a row. Unless they're going to do like 5 episodes, take a break, 5 episodes, I don't see that happening. It's only 10 episodes. So I think it's going to be The Walking Dead Season 10B, and then the 10 episodes of this new series, and then Fear the Walking Dead is going to pick up midsummer, and then it's gonna be a little bit of a break, and then that Rick Grimes movie I think will happen the week before Season 11, and then the following at the end of the year will be Season 11A. And the reason why I think that the Rick Grimes movie will air in during the fall is because they haven't even announced a production date yet, or they haven't even started production yet. And they already kind of announced when they're going to start production on this new spinoff. They said they're going to start filming it during the summer in Virginia. So that looks to be like their main priority right now, because they're heading into production. They probably already have it all written out. They might even have the casting down. Who knows? Because it's going to start filming during the summer in Virginia. So they're pretty ahead into this. But they just haven't announced anything for Rick Grimes movie yet. We don't even have a director yet. We know Scott Gimple is writing it. Andrew Lincoln most likely will be on it. But I still think it's gonna happen in 2020. You know, a movie, because The Walking Dead films an episode in about 8 or 9 days. That's what they say. And you know, an episode is an hour long. The movie is most likely going to take a month or two at most. So I still think the movie could definitely still come out in 2020. And I want to quickly read this thing that Scott Gimple said at WonderCon a couple of weeks ago when they had the Fear trailer, because this is very interesting. So he said this. He said, right now, 2020 is looking like a really big year for the universe and the shows. Gimple said at WonderCon, I guess it's the beginning of our next decade, so we're trying to kick it off in style, but it looks like 2020 is an exciting year. And then moving on, he said, we're working on a number of things right now. They're getting very close. We're going to have a steady flow of announcements through the rest of the year, and then 2020 is going to be bananas. So yeah, there you go. I mean, The Walking Dead, they keep announcing, or they keep teasing announcements and stuff. That's why I kind of wanted to make this video now, because season 10 actually begins filming next week. I believe the exact date was like May 6th. So, you know, a little bit over a week. So that's, I mean, The Walking Dead always announce stuff during filming season because they film in the open and they know that people will know things. They did it with Fear the Walking Dead and the crossovers and stuff. So they most likely will be announcing stuff starting next month, a lot more. I mean, they've been teasing it for a while now. They even tease like more crossovers, which is something we're going to talk about in a little bit. And going back to the thing that Gimple said first, that it's the beginning of our next decade, so we're trying to kick it off in style. That's why I don't think they're going to cancel Fear the Walking Dead. I mean, they could merge it. That would be awesome, I think. But just like it's the beginning of their next decade. So are they going to cancel something in the beginning of their next decade? Like, I don't know. I just don't see that happening. That's why, I mean, it really depends what direction Fear goes into. I mean, this new group it looks like they're gonna be dealing with like nuclear walkers and this military group and the government and all this and all that, which is very exciting because that is something I think everybody wants in The Walking Dead. You know, we all thought Fear the Walking Dead would be like how The Walking Dead kind of started. It didn't really end up being like that. It is a little bit too far into the show, but I'm still happy they're bringing around like a military government type group because I'm interested in that. And now that since AMC is kind of doing their own thing with The Walking Dead, obviously the main show will be true to the comics most likely. I'm excited for all these spin-offs and stuff because there's so much story to be told within the Walking Dead universe, and I really want to meet groups like this, like that are involved with walkers and testing and experiments and all this and all that. That's exciting stuff for the Walking Dead, so I can't wait for it. And then going back to the crossovers thing where they keep teasing crossovers, Ian Goldberg, who is the co-showrunner for Fear the Walking Dead, I want to read this thing he said at WonderCon also. So he said, showrunner Andrew Chambliss and I are really focused on Fear. Scott Gimple is in charge of the greater universe, Goldberg told press at WonderCon when asked about the grander crossovers that could see Fear characters switch to the other series. I think we can say it's a universe that's constantly expanding and intersecting with each other, so anything's possible. We've seen crossovers happen and they've been really exciting, so I'd say expect more. So yeah, there we go. I mean, we already got 2 crossovers from The Walking Dead to the main, or to Fear the Walking Dead. We got Dwight and Morgan. I think it's gonna be interesting to see, and I kind of hope to see a crossover from Fear onto the main show. Like, how awesome would that be? And that's also another popular theory with that radio. You know, we heard that voice in the radio. We most likely will be getting an answer to that in 2020, which is also going to be a big thing. And I feel like it's going to be a lot more than just a Commonwealth, because Angela Kang did say that expect the unexpected. When she had an interview talking about that radio, she said expect the unexpected. So I feel like a lot of people are expecting the Commonwealth because they know that's the next group in the comics. So based on her saying that, I feel like it's going to be not the Commonwealth and it might be something else. So we'll see for that. But as far as crossovers go, I'm excited, man. I want to see more crossovers, really. I'm excited for this whole universe thing. And, you know, I think the ultimate crossover would be like if everybody on Fear goes to The Walking Dead. I kind of thought that would happen with that 3rd spinoff, But they did say, because I thought the third spinoff would be like a full-time show like Fear and the main show, but it looks like it's just like a mini series with 10 episodes. So we'll see where that goes, if it's gonna get a season 2 or 3 or whatever, or just like a one-time thing. By the looks of it only being 10 episodes, it kind of looks like it's like a mini series. It's gonna be a one-time thing. So I think it could still air in 2020 without any of the shows really getting canceled. And like I mentioned before, I mean, based on everything that it looks like we're going to be getting in 2020, it's going to be 43 Sundays designated for The Walking Dead. And there are other shows on AMC that go on Sunday nights when The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead is off. So we'll see if maybe they change other shows to other days, or because I do think they're gonna keep The Walking Dead on Sunday nights, because if you think about it, it's also gonna be good for their viewership. A lot of people expect The Walking Dead on Sundays, so if they have like an episode of The Walking Dead, like, or a Walking Dead related thing on a Monday night or a Tuesday night, they might get affected with their viewership because people might not be expecting that. So I do think The Walking Dead will be staying on Sunday. So if you are a Walking Dead fan, it looks like next year will be a pretty good year for you, on Sunday nights. So once again, by the looks of it, we got season 10B, we got the Rick Grimes movie, we got Fear the Walking Dead season 6, new spinoff, 11A, a lot of big things happening next year for The Walking Dead. So I quickly wanted to make this video just like a little bit of a rundown of what we can expect in 2020 before filming begins and Fear begins and all that. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. Be sure to leave all your thoughts and opinions about The Walking Dead in 2020 and what do you want to see in 2020, and what do you think is going to happen, or do you disagree or agree with the way I kind of see things happening? Let me know in the comments down below what you think will happen in the world of The Walking Dead. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating, and if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, hit that subscribe button. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later.